What is up, guys? GZ here. We are here with David Edwards. He got top 32 at YCS Origins with Speedroid Exceed Monarchs, I guess. Let's get right into it.
Yep. It's pretty standard. I played 3 after, 3 Airbus, 3 Kuras, 3 Terra Top, and Tecton board, which I drew a lot. And then I also played the Quantum Engine, 2 red layers and a blue layer, but I would often side this one out, so I'm not sure if I keep it in going for it. And then onto the spells. It's also pretty basic. 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 Stormforth, and 2 Domain. A lot of people play 1, but the reason why I'm playing 2 is because the reducing effect is very relevant, especially in this build where you don't have the squires. And then getting 800 in the mirror is very relevant to beat over other Monarchs. So, also played 2 E-Tellies, which I drew blue layer more than E-Telly, so. I also played 2 of these. These are probably the best thing I could have put in my deck because they're like everything. They're removal, they're tribute fodder, they're exceeds plays. They're just really, really good, like overall. And they also can unbreak your hand when you have Tecton board and nothing else. 2 Swing Twisters, mostly for demise decks, which I didn't really play, but it's also good against PK Fire. And it's not very bad. It's not very bad in the mirror because like Twin Twisting return is also very important, and Domain, like I said. 3 Prime, I'm not sure why you would play 2. This was probably the best card, one of I played all weekend long, Escalation. Tribute, being able to tribute twice on your opponent's turn is just amazing. I go to the
Extra.
Got some tokens.
Cool.
And then this guy, he's there for the Tecton board. When you just draw it, you have instant fusion, so you can actually be able to play the game.
And that came up a few times?
Yeah, it did, actually, because I drew the Tecton board, and I'm all like, oh, okay. But, 1 Panzer Dragon and 1,000 Knives Restrict. This was mostly for, for Beatrice and Darklaw, because Darklaw is really hard to deal with. This, I never make it, but it's good, apparently. Gyro Charger is really good. This is just the out back row. I popped 2 one time, and no one ever does it, which is weird. This is for demise decks or rivalry, restrict and Wogosaurus. You can Erebus this back. Like you, if it's in the graveyard with Erebus.
Back into your extra deck, yeah.
Yep, you can Erebus it back. So like playing 1 is like this is very relevant in the mirror. So like Erebus this back and being able to burn them for a game is actually pretty good. So nobody does that, but I did it this weekend. Ladies, Shark Fortress. I summoned this quite a bit. Randall, I think this is probably the best Exceed, just overall. Like it's really good against Cosmo and Mirror. Totem Bird, I never summoned this. The card it would be the Magnolight Megazord, but in testing I never summoned that, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this spot will be, but then this guy, with the blue layer, it becomes a quick effect, so you can do it during either player's turn. I summoned this a lot. And Dante, which also I summoned quite a bit. To the side deck, I played 2 Full House. I was really scared of Fleet Demise and just Demise decks in general. But also there were some Magic Specters running around, and this is really good against Magic Specters. I played 2 Retorts. So me and my friend was trying to figure out cards to side and mirror, and Retort is like a blowout card. Like if they Stormforth and you have Retort, that just seems like it's auto game. So like this was really good. Like I played only 1 mirror all weekend long, and I didn't draw it, but like in testing it was really good. Chaos Trapo, that's obvious. I'll skip these 3. Play 3 Effect Veiler, Artemis, Maxi, obvious. And then 1 Dark Samoric. Dark Samoric is really, really good when you don't draw. He's really good for Demise decks and PK Fire going second or going first, because all those decks side in like Restrict, and a lot of them side in anti-spell fragrance. So when you set up an Ether play with Stormforth, you can bring this out, and then they can't set their traps. And they lost a monster from the Stormforth, so you're just so far ahead. And if you have a return up, that's just auto game.
I guess even in your deck, you can actually make it because you're playing Speedroids.
Yeah, that also came up. And then like the best side deck card of the weekend was 2 Drowning Mirror Force. Nobody played around this card. Nobody respected this card at all, and it just gave me free wins. It's like nobody thinks to play around this card. I think it was one person who played around it, and that was it. Like, this card is amazing against almost everything. Like, across the board, this is probably, I side this in the most, besides, no, I side that in the most. Like,
so you were just siding that against everything?
I sided it in almost against everything going first and second, because it's not bad going first or second regardless. Like, against everything, like, nobody, especially when nobody's respecting it, like, it's just a blowout card. Like, in Monarchs, in the Monarch mirror match, you clear your board a lot so you don't get Stormforth. So if they are able to make a board after that, Drowning Mirror Forest just blows them out, and then you continue to play and you just win because you've gained so much advantage through it. I played against a guy who was playing PK Fire, and he had a full board with F-Zero, and he took four monsters including F-Zero, and he's going to attack for game. He attacked my monster, grabbed it, and then attacked, and I Drowning Mirror forced him for 5, and I just killed him next turn. So like, if you're not playing around this card, you probably should be, because that's how you lose.
Man, well, congrats on the top.
Thanks, man.